Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current posts, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction. Guys, we're all addicted to this, man. To this content, to this fresh off the press channel. You guys already know. Welcome in all the new people. 1.84. Nah, we need a refresh right there. Let's refresh. Jay, refresh that for me right there. Yeah, 1.86. That looks better. 1.9K is just around the corner. Don't forget, 3 TCG player gift cards for 3 of you guys are going to be winners. Once we reach 2K, all you have to do is just subscribe. It's easy peasy. Can't just show me the cards, Jay. Before we do get to that, shout out to Oscar, man. Look at this beautiful comment. Great content. I know it's not your style, but I'd love to see a video about cards you'd look to pick up that came out 2007 and before, old school. So today is a little bit of an old school market watch. Of course, I'm gonna talk about cards that came in 2008, 2010, 2011 as well, but just going back through time. We're in a time machine today, guys, so a little bit of an old school market watch today, guys. So shout out to Oscar, thanks for your comment. And here it is, man. As always, sometimes I like going back to previous and older formats. On the channel we've discussed GOAT, we've discussed Edison, we've discussed Hat. You can come over here to the channel, you click on playlist, and you can find, where is it right here. Let me see right here, format reviews. Boom, you click view playlist. Here you have an Edison format video, a GOAT format video, and then a Hat format video as well, just discussing those previous formats, actually like going through in deep, discussing the ban list at the time, cards you should pick up, and I really like those videos, so make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about just cards that came out, pre-2007 for the most part, and then towards the end, we're going to even go up to 2010 and 2011, guys, before Edison. So again, it's crazy just to go back through time, guys. It's wow, 20 years ago. This was the ban list, guys. 20 years ago, this was the Yu-Gi-Oh ban list. When you just stop and think about it, it's crazy. It is crazy. And all we had was limited and semi-limited cards. To my knowledge, I don't think there were any banned cards yet. I don't know if I'm mistaken, guys, but here, this was 2003. We only see a limited list and a semi-limited list. God, that's insanity. Imagine. What a time. Well, I was actually part of it. I was actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh when there was no ban list. You can use any and every card printed at the time. Just insanity. And it's nice, going down through memory lane, the nostalgia factor. It's crazy. I was a little kid. Those were the good times. And I can't wait to share my story, in the third episode of my podcast, that we're going to be releasing down the line. I'm going to just go through my full Yu-Gi-Oh story, and that's going to be exciting. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, it's crazy to go back, old school, and see that in 2003 these cards were limited, but you can use all of them, man. Semi-limited and everything else was running rampant. So that's crazy. Just going back in the time machine, 2003, we have Fiber Jar. It's like if we're 20 years ago and I'm making this market watch today. That's the vibes that I wanted you guys to feel today. And then really it's for collectors. Maybe there's some of you guys out there that you guys are into collecting older cards. Usually I've shied away from this content, not intentionally, it just hasn't panned out. So let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a comment if you like these different types of market watches, because again, I do daily content. I like to talk about everything, older cards, the meta, side sets, cards to pick up, cards to sell, things of that nature. So can't get any better than that. But yeah, let's go back to think like we're in 2003 and we need this card Fiber Jar. Only 4 printings, guys. You have a rare, you have the ultra, the worldwide English edition. That thing is cleaned out, extremely hard to get, and then you have, look at this common, guys, 3 to 4 billies. If you have this common lying around, you have a couple of shekels that maybe you guys didn't know, and that's the value of going back in time to these older cards that you're trash. Who cares about these cards? No one uses them, and that's 20-year-old card. No one cares about that. Yeah, but sometimes you have value. What if you have this card in bulk? What if you traded for this a long time ago and you don't remember, or you just, when this set came out, you kept it? Now you have 3 to 4 billies right there for a card. And if you have a place that's, in excess of double digi price action, in excess of 10 billies a pop. That's strong, man. You have the DB2 obviously, and then the LOD, guys. The first ads are around 30s. We cleaned this up janitor style. We do see here unlims are cheap, around 5 to 6 billies, but the first eds are 25 billies strong. Only 2 pages here. And yeah, man, look, your boys right here have one of these first edition, just getting rid of it, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, I always like to cycle through cards, maybe get rid of some of my cards in my collection, you know, if I have a go to, you know, get a particular card and things, you know, another card and things of that nature. So yeah, man, but it's definitely a card that if you're into collecting, again, because sometimes I collect cards and I have cards, but I like moving my cards around. But there's some people that they don't mind. They come in, they pay 25 billies, and they know they're gonna slap that bad boy in a binder, and they're gonna forget about it and just hold these cards, you know, into oblivion. You know, just part of their collection, because these are gonna get harder and harder to get as time passes by. Then we obviously have Pot of Greed, a card that we've discussed in the past, you know, for GOAT format and GOAT market watches and things of that nature. But it's also iconic, just, you know, a pre-2007, a card that, you know, was used at the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh, an iconic draw 2 card. Those were the days. That's why I love playing GOAT format. When I play this one up, it just feels amazing, you know, that power of drawing 2 for free, essentially. That's just, it's priceless. Not too many cards give you that feeling in Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, I mean, you have the secret rares, you know, you have the OG rares, the DB1 supers, and what else? And a lot of printings for, and then you have the pot collection coming out with an ultra as well. So that is not bad at all. You know, Pot of Greed, again, a card that is getting printed soon, but it's hard to get this particular version. So if you're into collectability, the secrets look beautiful, I won't lie. And then the super rare DB1 also is a good one to keep in mind. Then we have Witch of the Black Forest. What a card. What a card. I always remembered growing up, honestly, most of my GOAT deck, you know, like back in the day when I used to play, you know, you were allowed to play this card and things of that nature. Most of my cards were holographic, and this one wasn't. This only had a rare and commons and things of that nature. And man, I always had a wish back then. I'm like, man, yo, if we could get at least a holographic print of Witch of the Black Forest one day. And we got it, man. We got it in Battles of Legend Light's Revenge. It's amazing for me, just the nostalgia factor. Add a Billy, you know, now to see this card going parabolic, at least based on the charts. But as we can see here, you have a couple here for a deal for playset at 2/4 mark, but then it quickly goes up to a billion beyond. An extremely hard card to get. I mean, excuse me, you imagine that Battles of Legend Chapter 1 reprints this as secrets, yo? Wow. Wow, that'd be nice, man. I wouldn't lie, honestly. I'm honest with you guys. Like, I love this card. You know, it's just the nostalgia. Look at that eye, you know, right in the mid. That's just the artwork. I love this card, man, honestly. I think I only have like a playset. I'm slacking, man. I need to get more of these. I'm gonna wait until Chapter 1 comes out. If it doesn't get reprinted there, then I'm gonna definitely come back here and make sure I snipe my copies up, just to maybe even RO9, just for collecting, guys. Really do love this card. Then we have Injection Fairy Lily, another card. You know, some people using GOAT, things of that nature. Retro Pack 2 Ultras, DB2 Ultras. You have the LOD Secrets. You know, a beautiful card, especially first edition. And then other than that, is readily available, easy to get. So you have 2 Ultras and then the Secrets. And it looks beautiful, man. This card is iconic as well. Definitely, you know, in the damage step, just getting over big, you know, big booty monsters per se with big attacks back in the day. Excuse me. And yeah, it's definitely a card that also the artwork, man, you know, just to see the hearts in the background and just, you know, one of the first waifu taxed cards, you know, per se, in the sense that it's just lovely, man. This card is awesome. And as we can see here, the 20 billies for the unlims, man, and the first editions are pushing 60s. Yo, this guy has 100 wall of China first edition. That's weird, bro. Like, really, is that true? Who has 100 of these first edition old, like really old cards? Oh well. Then we move on to Cyber Dragon. So now pushing more towards the actual 2007 meta. This card card, came out and it broke the meta. It broke Yu-Gi-Oh, into a new, fresh, off the press format, and it changed the game forever, when all these fusion monsters came out as well. But there's a lot of prints of Cyber Dragon. You have the alternate art OTs here around, 68 market price, but you can find it around 50 billies, and then you have the Ghost Rare around 45s. What else? So that's a good thing. You have the DTs, single digits, and there's a lot of Cyber Dragon cards. You have a Dusa rarity, a secret rare that came out recently in the Speed Duel boxes with the alternate art secret and the OG secret. So, man, you name it. Super rare OG from Cybernetic Revolution. You have the 10 secret rares. Where are they? I think they're down here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check here, right, real quick. Boom, right here. I have these. These look beautiful, man. These look beautiful. As we can see, these, it says they were worth 14 billies. As we can see here, yeah, man. There's 2 here, and then it quickly gets cleaned out of the market. Just single digit listing. It's a hard card to get. I love it, man. I have my playset still since I was actually little. Like, I actually bought these tins in 2006. Insane, man. Way more than a decade ago. And it's crazy that this card looks beautiful. I won't lie, guys. So yeah, moving on to just look here, we have Perfect Circle Monarch, just some decks, in formats back then that were used back in the day, you know what I mean. Then also we have zombies were very popular back then as well, guys. Very popular, effective, broken meta decks back in the day. And then the last one we're gonna talk about, it'll be a surprise, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's dig in, guys. We have Kinetic Soldier. There's a super rare here from TFK, the False Bound Kingdom. That thing is just honestly, I would just get the common if you need this card, but even the common is spiking up in price now. That is crazy. Look at that, getting cleaned out. You have a couple of deals here, a 12 wall at 10 billies, and then after that, bought out. 3 listings only from OTS Tournament Pack 3. That's why I always like talking about OTS cards, even the commons, because some of these, they just age well, very well. They age like fine wine, and it's always good to just keep cards like these in mind. And then another one was Light and Darkness Dragon, an iconic card as well. Only 5 printings, guys. Even the common from Astro Pack 2 is over $1 billion, and this could easily go to $2 billion and beyond. And then every other holographic print, again, you have this one, super rare, around $1 billion, a little over $1 billion as well. And then you have the Ultras and the Secrets, but not too many copies of this card. So if you ever want this card, if you want to collect it, the contrast between light and dark, the card just looks beautiful, guys, honestly. So I wouldn't wait too long to pick these up, but these Ultras, they're not bad. If you check in here, click near mint, you see that it's a $3 billion card. That is not bad. Couple of deals under the $4 billion mark for this beautiful ultra rare. Then you have Marshmallow, however you say it. Every printing is common and rare, cheap to get, except the secret rare from Premium Pack 1. Used to be worth 4 shekels not too long ago. And if we clean this up janitor style real quick, we do see that the card is 4 billies exactly. Quickly goes up to 5s and beyond. Only 2 pages, 16 listings. It's not as easy to get this card. It looks beautiful. I really do like the artwork. And I remember, this is a wall, man. To get over is just a wall. To get over this card, it's just like Spirit Reaper. Guys, don't forget, link in the description down below. You can come here, check out our social networks, our Discord, One Big Happy Family. Shout out to Semi-Limited Podcast and Haver. They had me over great podcast episodes there. And then our very own Fresh Off the Podcast, brand new Fresh Off the Press episode coming soon. So make sure that you come in, you check out the first one before the second episode. Click play. You don't have to be a member of Spotify. And then click here, the bell. Subscribe. It really does help out the channel, so you can stay informed for episodes 2, podcast episode releases, live stream announcements whenever I'm gonna start live streaming again. And then also the giveaway, 3 TCG player gift cards, are gonna be rewarded to our community. All you have to do to participate is just be subscribed. That's it. Make sure you destroy that like button, as it really does help out the channel. And also don't forget that this content is not official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Continue, Jay, continue. Here we go into zombies again. Look at this beautiful deck. Used to run rampant back in the day, guys. Back in the old school days, man. The good old Yu-Gi-Oh days. For those that were around, we're the OGs, man. We've been around forever. You know what I mean? But zombies, let's dig in. Here we have Pyramid Turtle. I really do like this secret rare, guys. No one's looking at this card. No one's watching this card now. That's why I like making market watches like these, because you can come in and find value that no one else is looking at. Right now, looking at all these prints, I would focus either on the super rare budget from Legendary Collection 4, Joey's World at around $1 billion, or I would just go for the max rarity secret rare here. This card looks beautiful. I own this card. I've invested in it at a playset. For 10 billies, I bought a playset. It's just too easy, guys. Look at that. You got a 671 here, and then it quickly goes to double digits and gets cleaned out. Only 2 pages, 13 listings. I'm telling you guys, this card is just broken. It's just such a great multi-format card. It's max rarity Pyramid Turtle. And yeah, man, still look at that, just pumping up. And still, these are single digit prices. If you wanted to play this in the previous format or just wanted to collect this card, don't wait until the card is double digits before you decide to pay that premium price for this card. Then you have Ryu Koki. Is that Koki? Man, as we can see here, we have commons and a bunch of commons and even more commons. Wow, what a surprise. And then you have the super rare, of course. That's from DR2. That thing is 40 billies. But honestly, I would just get this common right here from Legendary Collection 4. Joey's World is the one that came recently in Speed of the Duel and Speed Duel GX Duelist of the Shadows box. Either one of these I would pick up, but yeah, this one is the OG, harder to get. Look at that. Wow, look at that that artwork. That looks insane. But yeah, this is a quarter card, so it's cheap to get, but definitely one to keep in mind from the zombies and the zombie deck in the past. And then you have Ill Blood, is also one that recently just got a secret rare reprint. Look at all the money that this one's worth. I really like this card that is still hard to get, man. Not everyone's cracking these boxes open. And yeah, at $1 billion 50, I really do like this card for the long term, and it definitely was a card that was used right here at a 2 of. So keep it in mind, man. Some people don't know about this information. They get this card or see it in the binder. They don't care. They don't know, but this is future value, in my opinion. Then the same thing, Book of Life. You have a Speed Duel Ultra, and then you have a Super Rare and another Ultra from Legendary Collection. Those are the ones that I would focus on, unless you want the Super Rare first, that OG version. And after that is a bunch of commons. But yeah, every version is above essentially the 2/4 mark. And even this OTS Pack 7 common, not bad. It looks nice, bright, but honestly, I would go for this Ultra right here at around 4 billies, and if not, go for the supers. But they're all around 4 billies, all these holographic copies of this card. Then we're moving on to Six Samurai. Six Samurai, guys. This is the part of the market watch that I wanted to get to. A deck that was used in 2010, a deck that reached the heights, the pinnacle of the Yu-Gi-Oh meta back in the day. A lot of people's favorite deck. Shout out to Tyler. I believe so. He said this is his favorite deck. And shout out to anyone else that really likes and enjoys Six Samurai. I love the artwork, man. Samurais, bro, you can't go wrong with that. There's a bunch of samurai cards, though. We're just going to discuss a few in this market watch again. Look at this, the 2 of here of the card that is pushing 4 billies that we just discussed. We're going to go in and we'll see some Six Samurai cards. There's a lot of them. Most of them were cheap. I was going through them, of course. The budget rarities, unless you go ultis or high end, obviously, but most Six Samurai cards are cheap. I was gonna say are sheep. I'm like, what? They're cheap, really easy to get, so that's good. If you ever want to collect these cards. And excuse me, but I know there's people out there like probably Tyler love Six Samurais, probably owns the high rarity cards and things of that nature. You have a secret rare Grandmaster of the Six Samurai. That thing is cleaned out. You have a sneak preview series 3 sneak peek card for 9-10 billies, and then the DTs, not bad. DTs at billies, that's not bad, man. Of course, you have a super rare holographic here as well, so you have options when it comes to this card, as well as Legendary Six Samurai Shi, and this ultimate rare, as you can see here, 24 billies for the unlims. The first eds are 64 Billies, bro. Insane. Eventually hits triple digits, only one page, 10 listings. That's incredible. That's crazy. I mean, thankfully we do have the secret rares. I own a playset of these. All copies are above 2 billies. You know, all Hollywood, you had a super, an ultra, and a secret. I really do like this secret rare from Spirit Warriors. You know, just off the 5 billy highs, you do see a couple of deals there. But yeah, man, I really like this card. A lot of one-ups before is, look, 6 billies. Wow, only 2 pages, 19 listings. This card is beautiful. I own a playset. And yeah, man, it's a broken card. Then we have Gateway of the 6, guys. I didn't know that this card only has 2 super rare printings, only 5 printings overall. I mean, it's a card that has been banned before. I think is it still banned or at 1 now? I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? But hey, you have super rares here, not bad. You know, I would honestly just get the Spirit Warriors one because it's the latest and greatest one. But of course, there's people the nostalgia factor and they want to collect the old versions of these cards for 2 billies. Not bad at all, you know. And then we have Hand of the 6 Samurai. This card unlimbs is around 7 billies. Guys, cleaned out. No first eds in the markets already. Only 4 listings, single digits, bought out. Look at that card, just bought out of the markets. The card looks beautiful. Look at that secret rarity, the contrast, and just the background and everything. Wow, what a beautiful card. Hand of the 6 Samurai, bought out of the market for a secret rare copy. Then we have Asceticism of the 6 Samurai. This is another one that only has 2 prints. This was single print forever until we got the super rare here from Spirit Warriors that is also pumping up now, you know. And yeah, it's around 70 cents. Eventually it'll hit a billy. You know, we cleaned this up here real quick. We do see here under 50 listings, guys. So yeah, it's getting harder and harder to get this card. Everyone forgot about this card except for, you know, the 6 Samurai players. You know, that's usually the way it goes. Where's that let me see this guy. I don't think I put him, this dude, I forgot to cover him. We have Great Shogun Shien. This is another one, guys. Only 5 printings. You have a common, a super, a rare, and then you have the secret rare. This card looks beautiful. Look at that artwork. Look at that background. And wow, the first eds are spiking up hard. Wow, the unlims are 20s. What? And the first eds are 28s. I know I had 2 of these, bro. Did I trade these away, man? If I did, I'm gonna feel like crap, bro. Wow, cleaned out of the market for this card. Is it because of, oh well, it is fire and warrior. You control 2 or more 6 Samurai mods. You can spell summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell trade. Yo, are 6 Sams being played in fire decks now or something? Yeah, that is crazy, man. Look at it, just getting bought out for the first eds. Even the unlims are at 20s. Just I wasn't expecting that one. And then the ultimate rare legendary 6 Samurai Inishi, again from Storm of Ragnarok. This ulti, look, the unlims are 4 to 5s. That's cheap, man. But the first eds, they do go into the double digi range, so keep that in mind. And only 10 listings for the first editions. Not as easy a card to get. So if you still want legendary, if you want ultimate rare or high-end rarity 6 Samurais, make sure that you keep these cards in mind, as that was one of the decks that were mainly played back in the day. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's content. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, just go back into the past. I mean, there's just so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and of course we're gonna always, you know, focus on the latest and greatest, on, you know, the latest cards, the latest moves, the meta, and, you know, the new sets coming out and things of that nature. But every once in a while, I always like to, you know, dig in, go back in time into the time machine. So shout out to Oscar. Appreciate your comment, and you guys leave a comment down below if you want me to make a market watch about something, you know, that you believe that you think that the community would take advantage of. You know, don't hesitate. Leave a comment in the comment section down below that I try and get to every single comment, you know, and at least provide a response or an acknowledgement. So don't forget to do that as well. Guys, if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are the straight MVPs, man. Thank you so much for your time, your support, and your attention. Stay fresh.